Gopijana Ballabha Girivaran Dari Gopijana Ballabha Girivaran Dari Jatsona Nandana Prajajana Ranjana Jatsona Nandana Prajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Tira Vanachari Jayarana Madhava Kunjabi Hari Jayarana Madhava Kunjabi Hari Gopijana Ballabha Girivaridhari Gopijana Ballabha Girivaridhari Jatsona Nandana Prajajana Ranjana Jatsona Nandana Prajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamanatiram Vanachari Jayarana Madhava Kunjabihari Jayarana Madhava Kunjabihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vrindavan, Paramahamsa Parivajakacharanjam, Astadarazashi Shimad, Hijdavan, Greshila AC, Bhakti Vadanjatri Dondigo, Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai, ISKCON founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Bhatita Pavana, Savior the fallen souls, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada flooding the whole material world with a tidal wave of super ecstatic Krishna Prema Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnu Pad Paramahamsa Parivajakacharanjam, Ashtatarazashi Shimad. His divine grace, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Premsakoho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govinda Shama Kun Radha Kun Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dhamma Ki Jai. Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Navadip Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Ganga Maya Ki Jai. Jamuna Maya Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Tasi Devi Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Gaura Premananda. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glory to Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to His divine grace. Srila Prabhupada, Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prestaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namane, Namaste Sarasvate Deve, Gauravani Prachadine, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschachadesha Tarine. So, my dear devotees, tonight we're reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 17, text number 4. 17, Bhagavad Gita 7:4. 17:4, yes, this forgot the teen. 17:4. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yajante sāttvikā devān. yakṣa-rakṣāṁsi rājasāḥ. pretān bhūta-gaṇāṁś anye. yajante tāmasā janāḥ. yajante sāttvikā devān. yakṣa-rakṣāṁsi rājasāḥ. pretān bhūta-gaṇāṁś anye. yajante tāmasā janāḥ. yajante sāttvikā devān. yakṣa-rakṣāṁsi rājasāḥ. pretān bhūta-gaṇāṁś anye. yajante tāmasā janāḥ. Anye tāmasā janāḥ. Yajante tāmasā janāḥ. yajante sāttvikā devān. yakṣa-rakṣāṁsi rājasāḥ. pretān bhūta-gaṇāṁś anye. yajante tāmasā janāḥ. yajante sāttvikā devān. devān. yakṣa-rakṣāṁsi rājasāḥ. pretān cānye yajante tāmasā janāḥ. Yajante, worship. Sāttvikā, those who are in the mode of goodness. Devān, demigods. yakṣa-rakṣāṁsi, demons. Rājasāḥ, those who are in the mode of passion. Pretān, spirits of the dead. Bhūta-gaṇān, ghosts. And anye, others. Yajante, worship. Tāmasā, in the mode of ignorance. And janāḥ, people. Translation and purport. By His divine grace, Om Vishnu Pad Paramahamsa Parivajrakacharya Astatarasadvishishimad A.C. Bhaktivedanta 3 Demigods Swami Maharaj Prabhupada. Men in the mode of goodness worship the demigods. Those in the mode of passion worship the demons. And those in the mode of ignorance worship ghosts and spirits. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. In this verse, the Supreme Personality of Godhead describes different kinds of worshippers according to their external activities. According to scriptural injunctions, only the Supreme Personality of Godhead is worshipable, but those who are not very conversant with or faithful to the scriptural injunctions worship different objects according to their specific situations in the modes of material nature. Those who are situated in goodness generally worship the demigods. The demigods include Brahmā, Śiva, and others, such as Indra, Candra, and the sun god. There are various demigods. Those in the mode of goodness worship a particular demigod for a particular purpose. Similarly, those who are in the mode of passion worship the demons. We recall that during the Second World War, a man in Calcutta worshipped Hitler because thanks to that war he had amassed a large amount of wealth by dealing in the black market. Similarly, those in the mode of passion and ignorance generally select a powerful man to be God. They think that anyone can be worshipped as God and that the same results will be obtained. Now it is clearly described here that those who are in the mode of passion worship and create such gods, and those who are in the mode of ignorance and darkness worship dead spirits. Sometimes people worship at the tomb of some dead man. Sexual service is also considered to be the mode of darkness. Similarly, in the remote villages in India, there are worshippers of ghosts. We have seen in India the lower class people sometimes go to the forest, and if they have knowledge that a ghost lives in a tree, they worship that tree and offer sacrifices. These different kinds of worship are not actually God worship. God worship is for persons who are transcendently situated in pure goodness. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 4.3.23, it is sattvam vishuddham vasudeva shabditam. When a man is situated in pure goodness, he worships Vasudeva. The purport is that those who are completely purified of the material modes of nature and who are transcendently situated can worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The impersonalists are supposed to be situated in the mode of goodness, and they worship 5 kinds of demigods. They worship the impersonal Vishnu form in the material world, which is known as philosophized Vishnu. Vishnu is the expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but the impersonalists, because they do not ultimately believe in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, imagine that the Vishnu form is just another aspect of the impersonal Brahman. Similarly, they sometimes describe 5 kinds of gods that are worshipable, but because they think that the actual truth is impersonal Brahman, they dispose of all worshipable objects as the ultimate end. In conclusion, the different qualities of the material modes of nature can be purified through associations with persons who are of transcendental nature. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jata Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Scha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadutam Parijana Savitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha. So we've been greatly blessed by Lord Shri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, with this knowledge known as Bhagavad Gita. And even more blessed that it comes to the lips of the great Vaishnavacharya, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Demigods Swami Maharaj Prabhupada. So we take this enlightening, beautiful knowledge into our hearts, through the medium of the ears and through our minds. We become uplifted, delivered from this horrible suffering going on in this material existence. Actually, for the devotee of the Lord who is fully absorbed in this material world, he's already liberated. He's already as good as back to home, back to Godhead, simply by being absorbed in the service of the Lord. Actually, Krishna is present everywhere. There's no place where Krishna is not present, especially here in Vrindavan Dham, where Krishna's pastimes took place 5,000 years ago and are happening right here, right now, this very minute, for those of you alive to see them. So we have to qualify ourselves to actually speak Krishna. His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada personally wrote me one letter, and he said, now you must be qualified to see Krishna face to face. So this is, how does one see the Lord face to face? That is by coming to a level of pure prema bhakti. Taking this premanjana, the ointment of love of God, and applying it through the ears so that the eyes now become awakened and enlivened to see Krishna within and without, everywhere, like we sing every day. Bahir Nasingha Hridaye Nasingha. Krishna within, Krishna without. So it's very wonderful knowledge Prabhupada is giving us here. Can you imagine somebody worshipping Hitler? My goodness gracious. Whew. It's like worshipping, there's so many politicians now, worshipping these rascal politicians because by getting on their side, I get some benefit. The trouble is everybody's looking for material benefit. That's the problem. They want power, they want wealth, they want influence. They're all after these material things. Isn't it ridiculous? Why are these kids screaming like this? Can we shut the windows? Prabhupada didn't allow any distractions. Shut these windows. These screaming kids. Prabhupada never allowed any even a slight noise. Prabhupada would say, "What is that sound?" He wouldn't tolerate any distraction. Shut all the windows. It's a little hot. That's okay. We don't better have be a little hot than how about these screaming kids distracting our minds from Bhagavad Gita. There's a window open there. Shut all the windows. Shut all these windows. So, why run after all these material goods when we're going to die anyway? What you think is yours is just not slipping through your hands, you see. We claim this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. We want to accumulate as much as we can. This is mine, 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 you see. But we're going to lose it all anyway. Why should we claim as my property, which is actually the property of the Supreme Lord? Bhoktaram jakatapasam sarvaloka maheshvaram suhridam sarvabhutanam gatvam shantam richtati. This is intelligent. Since everything belongs to the Lord, why not have the intelligence to engage everything in the service of the Lord? then we actually become benefited. As we heard millions of times, when you water the root of the tree, all the leaves and branches become nourished. So why are we trying to enjoy separately without watering the root? Even though we've heard it a million times, we still keep trying to do it, you see. That's the difficulty. Here we are, neophyte devotees, still trying to enjoy separately from Krishna. Even though we know better, we keep trying to do it. Therefore, we're simply punishing ourselves unnecessarily to remain entangled in the modes of material nature described here in this verse, you see. So let's get out of the modes. Let's utilize the modes of nature by engaging everything in the mode of goodness, the mode of passion, the mode of ignorance. Engage everything in Krishna's service. I mean, engage the mode of ignorance in Krishna's service? How can you? Sleeping at night, isn't it? You can sleep at night. That's the mode of ignorance, so use it for Krishna. But use everything in Krishna's service. You see, those who are actually intelligent, they utilize this material nature as a stairways to the Goloka Vrindavan. We don't regret the material. We don't deny the material nature. We say, okay, material nature, very good. I will use you as a staircase, taking me back to Goloka Vrindavan. You see, everything material can be engaged in Krishna's service. This body, this material world, everything can be utilized for Krishna's service. Microphones, fans, air conditioners, buildings, cars, airplanes. Prabhupada is known as the jet-age Parivajakacarya. Formerly, the sannyasi would just walk from village to village. They wouldn't even get on the train. Train was materialistic, right? Can't ride on a train or a bus or a car. You have to walk from village to village. But Prabhupada revolutionized. He was the jet-age Parivajakacarya, flying on the jet airplanes all over the world, from continent to continent, you see. Why? To utilize everything material in the service of Krishna to save the poor suffering souls who are caught up in this horrible nightmare of material existence. So let us now take full advantage of the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, not cheat ourselves any longer by trying to enjoy separately in a place where there is no enjoyment. Is that foolish or intelligent to try to enjoy in a place where there is no enjoyment? Isn't that ridiculous to try and enjoy in a place where there is no enjoyment? But yet that's what we're trying to do. We keep trying to do it. Hope against hope. I can somehow enjoy sense gratification. Just a little bit more. Give me a little sense gratification. Later on I'll take pure bhakti. A little sense gratification now, please. We keep postponing pure devotional service. Tomorrow, next week, next year. No, let's do it now. We can die at any minute, can't we? I mean, I could die giving this lecture, right? I could drop dead while giving this lecture. Actually, one time I had a seizure while giving a Bhagavatam clip. We never know we're going to leave the body. We never know we're going to leave the body. So let's take full advantage of every moment. Right now, let me be determined, like the little sparrow who was determined to drive the ocean. Let me become absolutely determined to become Krishna's pure devotee right here, right now. Take advantage of this wonderful, wonderful atmosphere of Vrindavan where everything is magnified 1,000 times. Let me become very determined to drive away all the lust, all the anger, all the greed, all the madness, the illusion. Get it out of my heart right now. Clean the mind, you see. My dear mind, please now engage yourself in the devotional service of the divine son of Nanda Maharaj, Shri Nanda Nandana, you see. That amazing little boy who could lift a hill with his left finger and hold it for 7 days, you see. Or was it right or left finger or right hand? Left? Yeah, left. That was right. Can you imagine holding a... We can't even hold a regular umbrella for 7 days. We get tired. Oh, wow, can't he? But he held a whole mountain for 7 days. You can imagine it. Amazing boy he was, you see. Actually, a little kid. You know, the cowherd boys were out there playing with him all day in the forest, and some demon would come, and Krishna immediately, he would swallow all the cowherd boys. Immediately, Krishna would kill them. And the cowherd boys would come every night. Oh, Mataji, Mataji, Mataji. Mataji, we're in the forest today and this big demon came and Krishna killed him. Oh, Krishna is so wonderful. They had an idea of he's God. He's just, we don't care who he is, but we just appreciate he's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And the gopis would cry that Krishna is walking barefoot on the rock-strewn ground of Vrindavan. They would actually weep, thinking that Krishna's lotus feet are walking on this rock-strewn ground, you see. I mean, total anxiety all day long while Krishna was walking with the carrot boys, crying in agony. You see. You imagine the intensity of the emotions of the Brajavasis, you see. Intense emotions. We can't even imagine such emotions, you see. It's far beyond our capability and our dry hearts, you see. Trying to squeeze some nectar in that place there is no nectar, you see. Let us learn from these Brajavasis how to give our hearts totally to Krishna, you see. What does this whole movement mean? To love Krishna, you see. That's the whole point. We have to love him. Bhaktya, you see. If you offer me a leaf or flower, food or oil, accept it. No, if you offer me with love, a leaf, a flower, food or oil, accept it. The whole point is love, you see. Not that we're trying to get something from Krishna. What can you give me, God? What can you give me? What? No. What can I give you? You see, we have to reverse right now. What can I give me? What's in it for me? You see, we come to Krishna as self-centered. That's our disease. What Krishna can give me, what Krishna can do for me. No, we got it backwards, my dear Prabhus and Matajis. We have it backwards. What Krishna can do for me. No, what can I do for Krishna? We have to get out of this wicked, self-centered, so-called Krishna consciousness. And actually come to the point of what can I do for Krishna? How can I please him with my thinking, my speaking, my acting in all times, places, and circumstances? You see? That's called Krishna consciousness. That's real Krishna consciousness, not this bogus pseudo-Krishna consciousness, you see. So I always say, is this ISKCON or MISKCON? You see, if we're not really Krishna conscious, it's not ISKCON. We're missing Krishna consciousness, MISKCON, you see. A mistake, MISKCON, you see. So don't make it MISKCON, my dear ladies and Prabhus. Let us not make it MISKCON. Let us make the real ISKCON. If we can manifest the real ISKCON, we can take over the whole world. Prabhupada told us, you see. In the pastimes of Dhruva, he was so, the amazing Leela of Dhruva, I was just reading that, amazing pastime. He went to the forest, Madhavan actually, and he was doing these amazing austerities. The first month, he would take berries and fruits every 3 days. The second month, he would take dry grass and leaves every 6 days. The fourth month, he would take water every 9 days. And that was the third month. The fourth month, he would breathe every 12 days. Can you imagine? Well, every 12 days I can breathe a little bit. Can you imagine the austerities he did, you see, to fix his mind on Krishna, on God, you see. And Krishna actually revealed himself. But in his heart, he fully saw him. He was seeing Krishna so intensely. The Lord Vishnu so intensely within his heart, in complete total ecstasy, and boop, the form disappeared. Oh, he's gone. And he opened his eyes, and there he was standing in front of him. He was lamenting like anything. I've lost the Lord in my heart. And he opened his eyes. He was standing right in front of me. He blessed him, you see. But he became so powerful. Actually, he was standing on one leg. But with one toe, he was pushing the whole earth down. He became that powerful in his austerities. And Prabhupada said, one pure devotee can make the whole world Krishna conscious. So that's the advantage. If any one of us can become a pure devotee, that one pure devotee can make the whole world Krishna conscious. So we should strive for pure devotion, not only for our sake, for the sake of deliverance of all these fools and rascals who are running after sense gratification, like what's happening now in Israel and Gaza. It's horrible atrocities on both sides. You see, it's like a demon's dungeon. This material world. It's horrible. Both sides. So many atrocities going on both sides, you see. It's not that one side is right, the other side is wrong. They're both wrong, you see. These politicians, every single politician in this whole world is self-centered, and they're leading a country to hell. Every politician, because they're not pure devotees, you see. We need pure devotees who are actually leading the world. These politicians should all come to the pure devotees of Krishna and take guidance from them how to run their countries properly, that will please the Supreme Lord, you see. So we need a radical transformation on this planet just to stop all these atrocities going on. The killing of the cows, the killing of the babies. It's shocking how many babies are murdered every day. How many cows are murdered every day. It's absolutely shocking what's going on this planet right now as we sit here. At this very minute, so many babies are being murdered, so many cows are being slaughtered. Right now, this very minute, there's horrible atrocities everywhere over this planet. So we need to become pure devotees to put a stop to this nonsense, to liberate ourselves from our own suffering and liberate all these fools and rascals from their suffering too. Anybody have any questions? We have a few minutes left. I don't know if I can hear you very well, but I can try. Maybe Braj Kishore can communicate to me what they're saying. We have 2 hands went up.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev. So I wanted to ask, like you said, well, some devotees argue with each other. Like, for example, now these wars are going on, and they're saying that, oh, this country, this president it's his fault because of the war, and some others say, no, it's other reason. And so, what should be our thinking of these wars, and how should we see it?
So sometimes devotees take sides, like this president is good, no, another president is good. So how we should take proper position in our wish?
You say some meat eater who's having illicit sex and drinking liquor is a good leader? Even here in India, it's supposed to be very pious, but when you arrive in India, we came to the passport control in Mumbai. You had to force to come to a liquor shop. Instead of having Radha and Krishna, they have a liquor shop. Arriving in India, the holy land of India, you come to a liquor shop. Welcome to the holy land of India. Here's a liquor shop. So, what politicians? Name me one politician who's actually good. I don't see one politician I would say I can follow his leadership. Not even one. Why should I take sides? Better they all become pure devotees of Krishna, you see. Better let even one politician become pure devotee of Krishna. He can lead the whole world, you see. Every leader wants to have big influence. They're all fighting for influence, but they're all selfish and greedy. You see. Let one politician become Krishna's pure devotee, he can lead the whole world. Formerly, the whole world was won by politicians. Bharat Maharaj ruled the whole planet. Bharat Varsha was known. If even one politician become a pure devotee, he can lead the whole world. But there's not one I would give my vote for, you see.
Thank you, Srila Gurudev.
Okay, but let's go by the... Oh, here's some written questions. Okay, you got to hurry. We only got 12 minutes. So I got to go like a bullet. So how to increase our love for Krishna? Well, we can beg Krishna, my dear Krishna, I have very little love for you right now. I'm drowning in this ocean of sense enjoyment. Please bless me, my Lord. I can learn how to love you more. Hare Krishna, Prabhu, how can I practically understand that I am improving my Krishna consciousness? When you get more taste for chanting, you know you're improving. Hare Krishna, it's by the causeless mercy of Srila Prabhupada that we get this opportunity to be introduced to this Krishna consciousness. Now, constantly getting guidelines from my spiritual master, very, very much and delighted. I'm delighted in them, or I'm indebted to them. Is there any way that we can please them the most? Prabhupada said, if you love Krishna, Prabhupada said, how can I please you the most if you love Krishna? There's the answer. If you love Krishna, deep in our heart we are, can't read that one well. Is it, life is uncertain knowing that the fact that we have this strong illusion of living forever. So how can we develop the mood, urgency to become Krishna conscious, like accepting the fact that today is it's very simple. Just look all around you, how many people are dying. You think everybody's living here eternally? People are dying at every minute. So why do you think you're some exception to them? Have some other questions here?
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev, Dandavat Pranam. I have only one question, Srila Gurudev. Is surrendering making us weakness or gives us strength? Because material world they tell we want to surrender, we will be weak. is surrendering weakness or strength? Because material world thinks, in material world they say surrendering is weakness.
So surrendering in material world is like a weakness. So how is it? Is it a weakness or a strength?
In material life, the more you surrender, the more they take advantage of you. In spiritual life, the more you surrender, the more you become powerful. It's just the opposite. You become, the more you're surrendered to Krishna, the more you become empowered leader. Become powerful the more you're surrendered to Krishna. Just the opposite. Okay, let's see if I can read this. Deep in our heart, we are something. We are deep in the heart. We are something to become a pure devotee. We are we're something to become a pure devotee. While tomorrow, by following the process and the instantaneous of Krishna and Guru, we were. Why? Is there a question here? I don't see a question. Okay. Another question. Okay. Dhruva Maharaj worshipped Krishna for material profit. Why, Lord? But actually, he became free of that material desire. In the beginning, he had material desire, but he became free of that material desire. So, even if someone comes to Krishna, some material desire, if he's intense in that worship, he can become free from a material desire. But if someone comes desiring pure devotional service, they're very much blessed. Okay, there's some other questions here? Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev, Denver Pranam. Yes, Srila Gurudev, you mentioned in the class how the nations are going at war and how babies and cows are being killed. But in this age, people are generally slow to take up spiritual life, and too often they think that this is not a practical solution. So how can we propose to them that this is the actual way by which humanity will be at peace?
So you mentioned about the war situations right now. So usually people are not understanding properly that spirituality is the solution. So how we can explain to them?
See, the problem is they're thinking I'm a Jew and I'm a Muslim. It's all based on Jew and Muslim conflict. Judaism is the only way. Islam is the only way. They have to understand the science of God. God is universal. Judaism is good. Islam is good. They're all good if they understand the essence. The pure essence of Judaism, the pure essence of Islam is the same. You become a pure lover of God. They've forgotten the essence of their religion. They made it a so-called religion instead of a genuine religion. That's the problem. Okay, a question coming in? Okay, here's another one. Okay. All glories. What is the destruction of those who worship Sri Krishna with the demigods, not fully surrendered to Krishna? The destination. If you worship Krishna as one of the gods, you'll take birth again. That's what happens. You won't go back to Godhead. Okay. Will you kindly, can you put your flashlight on this? Will you kindly further explain how mood of, can you read it?
I have trouble. Maybe someone who wrote it can...
Let me try. It's hard to write very clearly, not to scribble Scribbling makes it difficult, but
explain how
it's like hieroglyphics or something.
can be, maybe somebody can speak verbally.
Whose collection is it?
Oh, Śrīla Gurudeva, how the mood of ignorance can be used? Like
Mode of what? Mode of good?
Mode of ignorance can be used in Krishna
I
consciousness.
already explained. The mode of ignorance by sleeping at night.
So he's asking further, maybe more explanations.
The mode of passion means the desire to be a powerful controller. So you use that in Krishna's service by convincing people to take a book. You got to take a book, take a book. You see, mode of goodness by cultivating knowledge. You can use all those things in Krishna's service. Modes of passion, get out there and sell a lot of books for Prabhupada, you know. Anything else? Everybody's happy now? Yes, here's a question from this Mataji. Can you hear what she's saying? Listen carefully. Back here, Mataji.
So in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that when our mind goes away, we need to bring it back. So how to do it?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Yato nishchalati man nishtantanamastam tatastato nyam yatat yaya. You have to be a good psychiatrist. And your patient is your mind. You see. You have to always observe your mind. Is it properly situated or is it going away? You see. Is it thinking Krishna conscious thoughts or it's absorbed in dirty, lusty, angry, greedy, material thoughts? You have to be a very honest look at your own mind. Very strict with yourself and lenient with others. You have to be very, very strict with your mind. You see, if your mind going into lusty, angry, greedy thoughts, or is it pure? You have to be very honest and see your own faults. That's the key. Very, very honest and admit your faults and see your faults and try to do everything you can to weed them out by reading, by chanting, by association, by service. Try to get yourself back on the track. When you see you're off the track, you got to bring yourself back. Always be observing your mind 24 hours a day to see if it's properly situated. That'll definitely help you do that. When you chant your japa, is the mind absorbed in the name or is it going somewhere else? Is it chanting only on the lips or is it in the heart? Am I chanting on my lips only? Hare Krishna, or is it in the heart? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You see? Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. In this way. We've got about 2 minutes left. Okay. Light. In the material world, we are under the control of others. And in such a situation, it becomes difficult. Actually, you're under control of your own rascal mind, to be honest with you. That's what you're actually under control. You're under control of your own rascal mind. That's where your real control is. Externally, you can have a job, you can work here, but you're the one who has the ability to control your mind and be controlled by your mind. The problem is you're surrendered to your mind. Instead of bringing your mind out of your control, you're surrendered to your mind. You see, that's the real problem. It's not that I have to work a job or I have to keep, in the highway I have to keep, the police say you got to keep to the left and in there, right? Keep to the left. You got to keep to the left, I can't do it. That's not the issue. That's not the issue. I have to pay taxes, I have to do this. That's not the issue. The issue is you're letting your mind control, be in control instead of keeping your mind under your control. That's the real issue. What was it? Okay. Okay, well, our time is about 1 minute left. Is that anybody not satisfied with the answer and need further clarification? Everybody's satisfied now, ready to fully absorb yourself in pure devotional service in all times, places, and circumstances? You want to postpone it. That's our problem. We want to postpone it. Yeah, later. That's our problem. We want to postpone it. Well, later on, I'll become Krishna's devotee. Now I want a little more sense enjoyment, please. That's the problem. Let's see if we have any questions here. Okay, so let everybody go, become a pure devotee, and make the whole world Krishna conscious. Ki Jai. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna.